welcome to HASSDISCUSSES. We are joined by Jake OHM, funk producer, member of Pike Gang, and he's making waves in the underground scene. I was introduced to him through Vibe Malls. Shout out to Vibe Malls. And you see him here with the beautiful ski mask. Where did you get that ski mask?
On the internet?
That's a good answer.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so you sampled wherever you are on the second track of the Unholy Trinity EP. This was also sampled by Madlib on the Broken song off of the Freddie Gibbs album Pinata. Are you a fan of Freddie Gibbs?
Oh hell yeah, bro. I'm a big fan of Freddie. I remember when Pinata dropped. I was bumping that shit daily.
Oh, you were like
listening
to that at that time?
Yeah, I seen Freddie in concert when he came to Detroit.
You're based in Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I've heard from Vibe is that you're mixing the Detroit and Memphis sort of funk style, and that you're sort of creating your own hybrid sound. What do you try and do with your sound to make it unique?
So, like, man, I use a lot of different drums people don't use, obviously. I like to use a lot of lasers sometimes.
Yeah.
Some of the basses I use, I want to say, are just like more acid basses. Definitely very reminiscent of Detroit. You know, definitely off of Funk Philosophy 4, that first track. You know, that bass that comes in, and that's just straight Detroit right there.
Yeah.
But I mean, definitely bass, fast pace. You know, it all kind of blends in too. Like it kind of blends into that drifting type of stuff. But then I just try to throw my own spin on it. You know, you can't be different if you're doing what everybody else is doing, right?
True. Correct. That's the appeal, though. Like, that's why one can sit down and listen to one of your beat tapes without having to hear anybody rap on it. That's why, like, that's how you know someone's a good producer.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure, man. I mean, Jay Dilla, he's from Detroit, man. That's somebody I've been listening to for a long time.
yes.
Adlib, of course. I mean, there's too many of them name right now. You know, definitely. What I started listening to, like beat tape wise, was some of Special Herbs, MF Doom.
5 and 6 is my favorite.
That, and then what else? Mushroom Jazz. I don't know if do you know what Mushroom Jazz is?
No, I do not.
Okay, so I want to say like way back, I remember like I would skateboard and I would have like Pandora on, like back in like 2009,
Yeah.
2000, sometime around then, I want to say. And I remember just skateboarding and listening to Pandora, and this Mushroom Jazz came on, and it's like a mix. I want to say like more of like a housey mix.
No, it doesn't work. Never mind.
I want to say it's like a more like a housey like jazz feel. Just
Who made this though?
Most of it is instrumentals and stuff. So I remember hearing that and just being like, you know, vibing out with that.
So it's a genre.
What, Mushroom Jazz?
Yeah.
No, that's what it's called. It's just kind of like a compilation album type of thing.
Oh, by who?
I can't remember if there's any. No, it's just like a whole bunch of artists and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have.
It's just kind of like now that's what I call.
But like, here's the thing: since you recommended me that, I'm gonna check it out. I don't take recommendations seriously, but it's fucking Jake Ohm, so I'm gonna check it out. Because when somebody recommends me stuff, I'll forget it.
I gotta get the name controversy out of the way, bro. You can call me Jake Ohm, but I prefer
Jake OHM.
OHM.
Yeah, I mean that's your.
I try to get it going as.
Yeah, my bad.
Ohm at first, but I turned it up to OHM.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's the same as the producer tag. You know, I want to try to keep it. Gotta keep it catchy. Gotta keep it.
Yeah. Well, what is that a reference to? The spiritual and sacred sound, or does it stand for something?
Like at first it was just like, all right, I want to, like when I've changed my name a couple times. Like I was Laser Jake, like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was Crow, and then I wanted to go and I wanted to rebrand as something different, right? So it's like Jake Ohm as in like, yeah, definitely that spiritual thing. I spelled it wrong. to be like the electrical resistance, right? So it still kind of works like resistance through music type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, mhm, yeah.
Well, the music certainly, like you did those 99Z collaborations. Really,
Yeah.
they
99Z,
hit the
man.
core. They hit the core, and I'm always on his live or some shit. And like, why work with 99Z so much?
If I could marry 99Z, I would marry 99Z. I love 99Z
That's
with
funny as
all of
shit.
my heart. He is my man's. He is my man's. Him and I FaceTime all the time. You know, I'm like, oh, 99Z, he just fucked up the beat. Oh, hell yeah, man. Zed and I got introduced like maybe 7 months ago through a mutual friend, and I remember him sending a track to a group chat, and it was Zed, and I was like, man, I fucking like this dude. This dude is so good. So, I hit him up. He had like maybe like 20 followers or something, and I hit him up and I was like, yo, bro, we need to collab. So we just talked back and forth for a little while before I even sent him freaking the dueling bases beat,
Yeah.
or the Detroit to Memphis beat with Mizu on it. But like I mean, we had a little like a friendly kind of rivalry type of thing at first. Like we'd make fun of each other for the way we did our 808s and like things like that. Back when I was kind of making trap metal and he was making more trap metal, he still does a lot of that, but
Yeah.
you know he keeps it fresh. Um, but yeah, he's definitely my man. I love him so much. He like I was supposed to go out and go down to Virginia to go see him and the crew 187 Collective, and
Mm.
yeah, I mean they why collab with him because dude is talented. His whole crew is talented.
Yeah.
You got Saliva. He's also talented as frick.
I was asking that, not questioning you doing it. I was just saying, like,
Oh yeah,
what's
dude.
that
I'm just
business
going off
relationship
it.
like? What's so good about it?
Oh,
And
okay. Well, I mean, like him and I, like I said before, him and I FaceTime all the time.
yeah,
Oh, hey, you need something? He'll hit me up if I need something.
so it's a
I'll hit
fluid
him.
process.
Oh, of course, man. I'm on his. We're on each other's Snapchats. Everything personal. Uh, it's fun to stay in contact with him too. He's just cool. He's cool. I'll just send him beats. He just raps over every beat I send. This is how it
Yeah.
is.
So Cash and Koichi, they did that one song over your beat. Where did the Pike Gang, connection start off with?
It was just I was part of a group Snapchat, and Cash was in there, and back like in 2017 maybe
Oh
2018.
shit, this is a while.
Um,
This is like before your releases on. You were doing stuff at a different name. Were you
yeah,
doing
I was just dropping random stuff. It's just crap. It
Is it
wasn't
up there
anything good.
now?
No, it's gone. It's been gone.
Bro, that makes me angry, bro. I'm fucking
That's
be
in the
honest.
vault, bro. That's
It's in
in
the
the
vault
vault.
though.
I still have everything I made, but then it's trash. It is straight trash.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. I didn't put in my 10,000 hours, right? I mean, I had to put in. Man, I made beats every day. Like want to say like 2.5 years ago, I was just like, man, I want to get better at making music. Because I've always been good at it. Like I started making music when I was like 6 years old. My mom was a piano teacher. Like
Yeah.
I grew up with all of that. I remember, kids were always in the house, right? Playing piano, all of that. And then I picked up the guitar and I picked up the bass and then I did this and that. And then it got to the point where I was like, when I was 18 and I was a senior in high school, I took like a digital media class and we had like Logic and MIDI, like a MIDI keyboard with Logic and stuff. And that's where I kind of got into it. And then I started watching videos and I pulled up FL Studio and I, did what every little producer does and download a cracked version of FL and just started messing around from there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's those are the early days. But like, when did you sort of figure out your niche, your style, your sound? When did that occur? Were you always, how long were you in that sort of aimless state where you were like going this style, but you never knew? How long was that state?
Oh yeah, that fluid like that. I don't know I don't have a definition for my sound.
Yeah.
It's long time, bro. I would make whatever. Honestly, I can still make whatever. It's just something to be a well-rounded musician. You gotta figure it out, right? So I first started making just random, weird, atmospheric type of beats um, with like quotes, movie quotes inside of it, and like things just like kind of incorporated into it. It was you couldn't rap over it, right? It was just again, it was just garbage, right?
Yeah.
But from there, I started just reaching out, trying to work with other rappers, and I got slept on all the time. But my music was garbage, bro. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta grow. You gotta grow, and you gotta put in that time and work into your craft, right? I mean, I could be naturally good at something, but I need to hone it.
Because like the way I listen to your beats, it's like so meticulously, organized, and you replaced patterns of like claps, like you have the same sort of drum pattern with the claps, and then you make it like the snare pattern, and you sort of alternate that shit, and then you got the lasers going in and shit, and like the 808s, they sound like someone with a deep voice in a choir singing like the and it's just like, what the fuck, like where is he pulling these sounds from? Like, do you make a lot of your sounds, or do you have some secret pack you find?
There's definitely some secrets. There's definitely some work that goes behind into my presets that I have made. Most of that stuff has been built off of like whatever general preset off of FL, and then I tweak it, and then I make my own thing. It's definitely, if you want to be good at making synths, whether it's bass, whether it's whatever, got to learn how to use the VST. You're not gonna. I can make a lot of different sounds and stuff in whatever native plugins, right? Because I know how to use the VST.
Yeah.
So I can get what sound I want, right? But I mean, it's just like kind of like blown out spins, 808s. People are always asking me, "Drop a pack, Jake. Drop a pack, Jake." I'm never gonna drop a pack, bro. Like, the way I got here was not the easy route. It took me 5 years to collect. I posted it earlier today on my Snapchat that I have 370 gigabytes worth of sounds. It came out to be 300,000 files, and it's just like over 5 years I've collected so many different sounds that I found the ones that I like the most, right? And then the ones that I don't hear the most, right? But like going back to what you're saying about my patterns and stuff, yeah, I just gotta keep it fresh, man. I mean, it's easy to get lost into those like lo-fi beats to study with, that type of thing. But like, I gotta keep my audience interested. I gotta keep the listener interested. I gotta keep myself interested.
You can't make the beat sound the whole same pattern the whole time. Like, you never want to do that. That's like your biggest fear, probably.
Well, not my biggest fear. It's just boring. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice to get like the chiller stuff, but even chill funk and stuff, it can get a little repetitive. But they throw like sound effects and stuff in there to kind of chop it up, keep it fresh, or throw a phaser here and there, throw a low pass, high pass.
Yeah.
But like I can't just be making straight patterns, man. It's just boring, man. That's what I used to do, but you learn from it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're a skilled graphic designer. The lettering as well is probably the best aspect of that. Like, how did you learn that? Did you go to school for it, or did you just learn it on your own?
I've taken some Photoshop classes, and then definitely like look at like text. There's definitely a lot of presets out there that people can look for, and then just tweak on their own, or you can learn how to make your own. What do they call text styles? So it's not hard. It's really not that hard. You just need to learn little things, and then you can blend it all together, make your own presets.
Yeah, yeah. And you collaborate on these graphic design collaborations with Vimos a lot. And I mean, shout out to Vimos. He really puts on a lot of these little smaller artists, and he's starting to do the Schema connections, and I really appreciate that, because I'm a huge fan of a lot of Schema Posse members. Are you a fan of Schema Posse members?
Yeah, Teddy Slug's my boy, man. I love him.
Yeah,
Teddy Slug's my man.
because he told me a little bit of these like FL Studio tricks, because I produce under a different name, and he told me some tricks. Like, he was talking to me about like the turntable list and gross beat and stuff. Like, he'd just tell me some small little tricks, and it really helped. Like, this one beat, moving forward. Teddy Slugs, he's a good guy. Like off camera, talking and shit. Like, and yeah, we did the interview with Sempra. Sempra's cool too.
Yeah, Sempra's a cool dude, man. I sent beats to Sempra before he was Sempra, man.
Yeah.
I sent him my garbage ass beats before he was Sempra.
Yeah.
That's like when I first started coming up and just was getting used to producing the way I was still kind of fluid with my sound. I didn't have any definition. This was back in like early 2020.
Yeah.
I say maybe March.
Last year was a huge growth for you. It seems. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say the last 7 months.
Last 7 months, yeah.
Since Detroit to Memphis came out.
Yeah, for sure. Fong Philosophy 4 though was my favorite though. I'll say that. That's my favorite from you. Like that's the top to bottom. You like a
favorite one?
Yeah, it's my favorite one.
I mean, like, what's your favorite track off it?
2001
Daytona. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's I got a Pop Crisis is gonna be rapping on that one with Young Hearst and not Young Hearst, but Hearst and Satchel.
You're a big fan of APOC Crisis, right?
Oh, I'm a big fan of APOC.
So, are you a fan of the whole Doom Shop?
Big time.
Yeah. What other Doom Shop artists are you a fan of?
Man, I really like Young Demise a lot. Like, I've been bumping him a lot. I love them all. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy. There's so many unique aspects of each artist that is under Doom Shop.
Yeah.
6 right? And there's always one quality that I really latch onto. Like Demise is so great. Like it's extremely nostalgic in a sense, but he's just so raw. I've been listening to a lot of Young Demise lately, and then obviously one of my favorite tracks he produced is his biggest one is Nuclear Winter, and Pac actually he produced that one, and then I know Koza produced I think Retaliation. I love her.
Dude, that's Sticking to the Code by Akoza. I don't know what was better on the Sticking to the Code EP, the Rags to Riches, or the Sticking to the Soulze EP that just dropped.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's better, the Rags to Riches or Sticking to the Code, but I really like at the end of Sticking to the Code. What'd you say?
Which one was the one with Killa C on it?
Sticking to the Code.
Sticking to the Code, yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, I love it.
He tore it apart, man. I love Killa C, man. He's dope.
Yeah. He was like, open up my... I was like, dude, yeah, Killa C's awesome. But at the end of the Sticking to the Code, where he does that thing where he's like, franchise players sticking to the code with the turntable, that was my favorite part. When at the end he was like, franchise players sticking to the code. Soulze, that's one of my proudest interviews.
Yeah,
right
he's great, man. Soulze is awesome, man. It's just it's so nostalgic, but so fresh at the same time. And that's what I like about all of them, man.
Yeah.
Under the Underground, that type of thing, right?
Yeah. Modernized version of the 90s sound and stuff. 90s Memphis sound. That's it's so cool. It's I'm getting into this. And you've also gotten the attention of Memphis 666 and North Funk. How did that happen? Did they just post it automatically, or did you have to contact them?
My brother Zanny Claus, he's the one who actually kind of gave me a platform that way. I was introduced to Zanny by DJ Cherish 734. Him and I met in person. He kind of helped me out and told me to keep producing and was encouraging to me. So he put me on to Zanny. Zanny and I started chopping it up. I sent Zanny a couple beats here and there. He hopped on Learning to Grieve. That one track him and I posted, that was it's one of those heartstring pulling tracks, and that's what kind of put me onto to Memphis. I was always asking him, hey man, can you send Memphis my music? Can you send Memphis my music? Because I was always sending Memphis my music on my own. I was never getting anything back, but since me and Zanny have been dropping bangers, bro, it's different now.
Yeah, everything you put out's always on.
North heard my music before I actually hit him up. So I told him, I hit him up a while ago. I was like, hey.
North is dope too.
you might drop one of my projects up on you or hosting it. He's like, you know what, bro? I heard your music before. I heard that Detroit to Memphis track. Like, just send me the whole album. I'll post it. So, yeah, I mean, he's a cool dude, man. I really appreciate him.
Yeah, I feel like that's always like always a big goal for anybody in this scene is to get on that. And like,
yeah.
it's just
cool.
like,
I mean, like I put Cash on. I mean, I put Memphis on the Cash too. So I was
that's good. That's good because Cash, he's always putting out something good. And
shouts out Memphis. They just they just hosted the new tape I did with Baker. So that's up right now. And then I don't know if they've posted Hearst's music video, if Hearst just has it on his own channel, but definitely check out Graveyard Pimpin' by Young Hearst.
Yeah, so Baker, you just did a collaboration with him. How did that go down? Because he's pretty big,
Oh, he's cool as hell, man. He's just super down to earth with me, and I just chopped it up and got straight to work, He's got a great work ethic, man.
Yeah.
This is how it kind of happened. I had a whole bunch of songs that I was listening to a whole bunch of Baker, and then and Devilish Trio, like that old stuff, and I kind of was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna start making some darker stuff. I'm gonna make some like horror movie type stuff, and so that's where that kind of came up. That's why I started making Tales of the Funk, and then some of the tracks off
the darker stuff. I hear that in the album that had the there was like an Evil Dead art on the cover.
Yeah, it's Tales of the Funk.
Yeah, that was the first project I heard from you, and that was a good one. That was really good. But then I think I started like listening to everything you put out, like I mean everything after Funk Philosophy Volume 4 came out. That was in the cover, dude. Like you made the cover for that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Bro, it looks like Blade Runner, but like. Like Boys from the Hood, like,
Oh, yeah,
it's like, it's so dope.
I mean, how are people not gonna look at your, you gotta make your cover as eye-popping as possible,
Yeah.
You see something as crazy as that is, have to click on it, right?
But you delivered, and that's
of course.
the most important part. But, like, before you started spending your time, you're like, I'm gonna go full in, right, with this music thing. Like, what would you do, like, as a hobby before you did music?
Oh, I don't even have any. I feel like I don't have any hobbies, man. I like to go outside. I like to go camping. I like to do things like that. I like hanging out with friends, playing video games, like all the normal people things, man. But like. When it comes down to it, all I do is make music. It feels like,
Yeah.
Work in school isn't getting in the way, man. I'm making music.
Yeah. So, I have a question about Funk Step. Okay. Now this track was crazy, but I'm really interested. What was the sample with the dance directions? Like, where did that come from? On Funk Step.
Oh, you're talking about the vocal sample?
Yeah, the vocal sample.
Oh, I don't know, man. I have so many vocal samples. It's insane.
Let me play it.
Pull up the project, bro.
Hold on. 1 to the 3 to the, just that type of shit. But no, that was a good one though. But I feel like out of any of the songs on Funk Philosophy 4, that had the best 808s because the way they synced up with the
syllables.
Yeah, the vocals and syllables and all that shit. So well done. What are you pulling up?
I was gonna pull up the original track just to try and figure out what the vocals was, but it's over with now. So I move on.
Yeah, sure. So you were part of the Stay Cloudy music group, right?
Yeah, I'm part of Pie Game, I'm part of Stay Cloudy, and I'm part of Funeral Home Familia.
So, who else is in Stay Cloudy?
Stay Cloudy is like Mike Boyd music, Paul Barra. He's also local Detroit artist. And a few other producers, and then like Bad Dreams is also on there. He's homies with Zad. Yeah, I mean, there's just a couple producers in there. There's a couple of rappers and artists and stuff like that.
You as active, like which out of all the collectives you're in, which are you the most active in?
Definitely Funeral Home Familia right now.
Who else is in that?
You got Hearst, you got Satchel, you got freaking Aaron Goff, you got Dr. AM and the PM, you got Death Wish, he changed his name, but and we got Dirtbound, can't forget about Dirtbound, he's my homie.
Nice.
Yeah, they're all super talented people, man.
That's cool to see. Let me think what else we could go into before we wrap this up. I feel like we covered everything. Do you have anything else you'd want to announce before we wrap this up?
No, I mean, I don't have anything announced other than that Baker AP. Always got things coming with 99Z. Always got things. I got a project coming with Teddy. I don't know when that's going to happen, but.
Oh yes, that.
I got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
That's what we got to talk about though, real quick. The Teddy project. Is it like just sort of like something talked about, or is it not something acted upon?
I busted about 7 beats out for him, wrote like in a week. I just like was in this mood where I was just like, I'm gonna make this type of music right now, and it's so easy once I get into the flow state that I can just pump stuff out. So I pumped out about 5 beats and just sent them over to him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna do a tape. Every five beats you send me, we're gonna do a tape. So, that's how I did. I got hooked up with him through Zed also.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say about him? He's doing a lot of moves right now with Lil Jeff Gordon, so, and he's trying to work more with like the Washington artists, and I want to collaborate with Teddy Slugs. That's like my dream, because I also do music, but I'm not as serious as with the interview stuff, because interviews are so much fun. Like, this is fucking, this is great. I'm looking at Jake OHM right now in a fucking ski mask, it's great. But Teddy Slug was really good. Teddy Slugs. Yeah, I feel like that's all we could cover. Thanks for joining the show, bro.
Sure.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, let me do some plugs real quick.
Yeah.
At Jake.OHM on Instagram and Jake OHM on every streaming platform.
Yeah.
And then shouts out Pike Gang, shouts out 99Z, shouts out Saliva, shouts out Hearst and his new video. Check out Hearst's video if you haven't. I'll send you the link to that. Check out the Baker EP. Check out Stay Cloudy. Check out Paul Barrett. Well, we got a big project coming too. Me and Paul Barrett's got a big project. I got so many things in the works. Definitely we'll be dropping a lot of stuff hopefully by the end of the year. So
seems like you're having fun with it,
Oh, of course, man. Everything I make is being used.
Yeah, man. And it's being consumed as well and appreciated, and thank you again. That was another great episode. Links below to his social media, his Spotify, and his SoundCloud. And like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.